All right, here with not Jason Line, Antron Brown. We're not sure who's going on here, but we're at Smith & Wolenski's for the NHRA pre-press lunch. First of all, I don't know, we're going to have to keep this interview somewhat short. That food's coming out here, huh?
Hey, you know, it's always good when you have a press conference at Smith & Wolenski's, but, you know, us drivers, we got to stay, like, light and tight, you know what I mean? That's what keeps us right on the racetrack, and it's always, you know, when we come out here to Vegas, it's always a good time. I mean, the atmosphere is right, the fans come out here, enjoy yourself, and the guys get to bring their wives, so they don't like go to drag shows, they let them stay at the casino, go shopping, so it's a win-win when you come out to Vegas, and my wife always seems to make it out here for some reason, but I always end up coming back home with a whole bunch of different kind of bags filled up with stuff, so that's why so much pressure on us to do well here, because we got to bring the money home to support our significant others' habits.
You know, that's a good point. What are some of the other of your favorite stops around the circuit?
Well, some of our, like my personal favorite is like the scenery when we go up to Seattle, Washington. It's actually gorgeous up there by Mount Rainier, and then also when we go to Sonoma, Napa Valley. Me and my wife like to go into those old traditional vineyards and stuff like that, and hang out. It's just seeing the different cultures, and then going out on the bay and going down there to some of the seafood restaurants and stuff like that. It's just get to travel those areas are very unique because you actually see an old brand. Because you go downtown San Francisco, it's an old Italian village back from the 1800s. So it's cool to go in those old shops and learn the history and different stuff like that you get to travel across the country and see. So that's definitely one of my faves right there. I guess I would say Seattle and Sonoma.
I think those are two of my favorite too. I have relatives up in Seattle and absolutely beautiful, and I know where you're talking about. Great fun time out there. We've been talking with some of the other drivers and just talking about the experience for fans who haven't come out to the drags. I go every year. I got a son. He loves it.
Yes.
And the first time we went out there was probably 5-6 years ago, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, wait a second, the pits are right here. You know, this is where the cars are going right by us. I mean, there's no other sport where, to me, it seems like it's as fan-friendly.
Yes.
The experience.
Well, honestly, I wouldn't be standing in front of you today giving this interview if it wasn't for the way NHRA drag racing is. Because, you know, I remember I was a little kid growing up in Trenton, New Jersey, went to Englishtown, and our ticket was a pit pass. So I got up, and then I actually got to see how they did it. I got to meet John Force, Kenny Bernstein, Joe Amato, all those guys, and that really gave me the passion and love I had for the sport, and I got into it that way. You know, working on a team, then I actually started racing motorcycles, and then here I am racing Top Fuel. So this is definitely a little kid's dream come true of what I do, and to come out here and to see the fans when they ever get that ticket to come in our pits like they do, and just to share with them and lay back with them when they can actually see everything that we do is pretty cool, because you're giving back. Because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for those kind of circumstances, you know, and that's what makes NHRA drag racing so unique, and TV does it no justice.
Right,
as you were talking about. Once you come and you see and you feel the rumble of these 8,000 horsepower beasts, that's what they are, because they're uncontrollable. You know, we think we're controlling them when we're driving, but we're really not. We're at the wheel of the car. You know what I mean? And when you mash on that gas pedal and it sets you back, and the people in the stands feels the propulsion.
Yep.
It's like the car going down the track's the lightning, and the fans feel the thunder in the stands underneath their butt because it rumbles and it sets off car alarms in the parking lot. And the local weatherman, the local TV stations think that it's an earthquake going on. No. Folks, it's just the NHRA drag races in town. That's all it is.
Well, and that's the cool thing about it. Both Big Mex and I, he's working the camera right now, we love to go to rock concerts, and you feel the bass, you know, like an Iron Maiden or Judas Priest concert. Out there, it's the exact same thing. You can feel it by the time you're out in the parking lot. You come in, and you're just like, that is one thing. Bring earplugs. I do, especially for kids. Make sure you have the ear protection. But it is awesome. We were talking with Greg Anderson, who seems to have superstitions from here all the way to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Do you have any superstitions?
No. One thing is, I've never been a superstitious person. I've always been the type of one of those purposes, like what's meant to happen is going to happen. And but one thing of it is like, you know, always give all the glory and through God's grace to make things happen, to keep people safe out there on the racetrack, because we're going to have fun.
Right.
That's what we're out there to do. And basically, my superstition is that I just believe in hard work. When you do the hard work at the shop and all the boys put in that hard work, that's when excellence comes out on the racetrack, and that's what we believe in. When you put that hard work in and you want some excellent results to come out, you have to put that hard work in. It starts there. And our Macco Tools team, Aaron's team, know how to get that done.
It's amazing. Like I said, when you go to the pits, it'll be cleaner. I hope someday I'm in an operating room and it's not clean. I mean, seriously,
Absolutely.
It's meticulous.
Absolutely.
It's all set. All right, I think our food is there. Don't want to keep Antron. He's got to stay lean, but you know what? Us radio guys, big and fat. That's the way we like it.
You know, a true competitor of drag race, I got to try to keep up, so I'm going to try to match you today.
Okay, match me up. Good luck.